Hey everyone, Jessie here from My Life in Arts and Crafts, and today we are beginning our Artfully Sent Cricut cartridge series. So in this series, I am going to be making every single card that is in this cartridge. So I am starting with the main images. So I am starting with the ones that appear in the first panel on the pop-up card that looks like this if it's flipped up. It's adorable. I love this one. This is using pomegranate and saffron and eggplant for our colors, and then white daisy. And for this one, I've done the colored cardstock as the card base and the white daisy as the insert, which makes it really sturdy because the white daisy cardstock is nice and sturdy. For the second one, this one's really cute too. I made this one into a Valentine's card, and I've used pomegranate and white daisy. So I'm trying to stick with some of the same colors when I make these two cards so that they're just really quick and easy to put together. I also have, like I said, I put my stamps in these two cards. So this one just opens like this. What I would probably do for this one is write my message on the back so that you don't have your message just out in the front. For this one, probably the same thing, or just kind of leave it and sign it and send it. I wouldn't write too much on this one unless I wrote it on the back. But let's get these assembled. Why are you watching me? Why do I feel like somebody's watching me? Let's get the items cut out to make these two cards and get these assembled. Let's get started. So I am going to start by clicking Insert Images in my Design Space software. I'm going to click on Cartridges. And now I can search the cartridge name. I'm going to type Artfully Sent. Okay, and it's going to pull up this cartridge. It's going to say it's purchased. Unless you buy these cartridges, you will not be able to find them in the Design Space software. They do not give you a preview. You have to purchase these through a Close to My Heart consultant. And if you don't have one, my information will be below. So I'm going to click View All Images. The first thing you see is you see some cards and some envelopes, and this is a Project Life or pocket card. You have two different ones of these. They're kind of spread out in different ways, so I'm just kind of quickly scrolling through. So different colors correspond to the book, and different kinds of cards are grouped by colors. So this one is a pocket card because it's green with purple. And these blue ones are swing cards, and then the pinkish color are pop-up cards. And then these ones are window cards. So you can just kind of see some of these real quickly. This one's got a little cutout. It's pretty cute. So there's all kinds of different kinds of cards in here. So we're going to start with the first one in the handbook, and this is going to be the only video that has this little introduction to it. I'll give you, for the other ones, I'll give you what the images look like after I cut them out, as well as just a kind of a quick fast play of everything. So I'm just flipping through my handbook. I'm turning to page 1. So on page 1, we have the telephone booth card. So I've got to look for the card. And I'll put the image of what it's supposed to look like on the screen as well. So we're going to do this one. And we also need... yeah, we'll just start with this one, and I'm going to pull up the pop-up card as well. So this page has these two things, and I think that's all we need to click on. We can just hit Insert Images. I'm going to pull these guys apart. So we've got this one, and we've got this card. For this one, it tells me I need to size it at 7 inches in height, so I'm going to go to my Edit panel. And I need I need something to put under my mouse because it's making a lot of noise. Okay, so this one, it says we need to size it. According to the handbook, it says size it 7 inches in height. So let's see if that's right. So 7 by 9.82. Yeah, that's fine. So it makes about a 5 by 7 card because this is halfway through. If you're doing this with the Cricut Explore or Cricut Expression, excuse me, you won't have this score line here. You'll have a couple little dashes. So just keep that in mind, that you'll have a dash at the top and a dash at the bottom, and you'll have to make your own score line. For Cricut Explore users, either the Explore 1 or the Air or the regular Explorer, this will be a score line, and you'll use your scoring tool. Now this one, it says to size it at 7 inches in height also. But let's see. Now if I do that one in 7 inches in height, it gives me a width of about 10. Yeah, that's right. Because this is going to fold in half as well. So these two are all ready. And when I hit go, it's going to show me that I have this piece and this piece for that first one. And then that second one, I'm going to need 3 pieces. So I'm going to get these cut out and put these together. It is exclusive for Close to My Heart. So this is what the cover looks like. It does come with 3 exclusive stamp sets. So I just write Artfully Sent on the front of them, so I know exactly when I'm looking through here what set they go with. So it has a lovely sentiment set. You also get the alphabet, which is, these are really fun letters. They're really pretty. And then you also get some frames to put your little sentiments in. So we're going to use the sentiment set that goes with it. It's called Just to Say, and it says Cricut Collection. You can only get this stamp set, or these 3 stamp sets, with this collection. So with this collection, you also get a pack of paper. This is the Whimsy collection of paper. So you get 2 of each piece of cardstock, as well as the physical cartridge for $99. We're making these 2 cards today, which ends up being these layers up here and these 2 layers. So if you are using a regular, I don't know if you call it a regular, but if you're using the Expression or another one of the standalone machines, you'd size it at 7 inches like it says in the book, and you would click pop up on your keypad overlay and then do each of these layers to cut these out. And then, so these ones all go with this card, and these 2 go with this card. So I've cut out all of that stuff just so it's all done, and we're going to make these 2 cards. So for this first one, all we need is this piece and this piece. And I don't know if you can tell, might be kind of hard to see. There's a little thin score line which cuts, if you're using the Expression or the Cricut Create or the other one. I can't remember the name of it. But if you're using that one, it would put little dashes here for you to put it in your paper trimmer and then use your bone folder to score. If you're using the Cricut Explore or the Cricut Explore 1 or the Air, if you put your scoring tool in there, it'll actually give you a scoring line. So now I'm just going to gently fold that. And then we have this piece that goes inside. And this is just going to get centered inside of there. So I'm going to take a tape runner and go around the edges. And then for this inside here, I can put a couple dots. Or you could use liquid adhesive, that's fine too. And now I'm just going to center it. Okay. And when you put it in there, you just want to make sure that it's close enough to the edge that when you fold this over, you're not going to have that gap. So now I'm just going to squirt. I'm going to just burnish it really good one more time. Okay, and then that opens up like that, and you can just stamp a little sentiment there. Let's go with, so because I'm using pomegranate and white daisy, I'm just going to grab my pomegranate ink. I'll just do a Valentine's. So I'll grab the Happy Valentine's. And I have a 2 by 3.5 inch block. And then I'll just ink it up. Now pomegranate ink will stain your stamps. Okay. I can take my foam, put your foam behind it to get a nice good impression. And I'm just going to put Happy Valentine's Day right underneath of here. Even pressure. And then up. Just simple. And for this card, this is the white layer that I cut, white daisy, and then I did the sup. I did save the little center for the P. I'm not sure if I need it. I got to look at my book. And then the Call Me, there's the Call Me, and it does look like it uses the center, so I'm going to grab my tweezers, which are, got the little E, pull out the center for the A. Now for this, if you look at it and you can see in the handbook, it actually shows the background also, but it didn't cut out with this background. So, let me look. Alright, so what I did was I cut out a piece of cardstock. This is eggplant, and I cut it at 10 1/4 by 7 and approximately 1/4. And then I'm just going to fold it in half. So for this one, we want this score line in the middle. I don't know if you can see it. The score line in the middle comes up. So this piece. So it does take a little bit of time to just get it right, but that's okay. Once you get it started, it's pretty easy. So it's going to look like that from the top. So this piece comes out, this piece comes out, this folds along that little tiny piece. And so, you got this, and then, yeah. Hopefully that makes sense. So now we put this inside our card right here, and this is white daisy, eggplant, and then we have pomegranate and saffron. These are all from the Enchantment paper collection. So if you have this cartridge and you wanted to recreate this, you can get the Enchantment collection and make this card, or use these colors because these are really pretty colors. And you just want to make sure that you don't use any adhesive on the backs where that's going to be the pop-up. Okay, So now I'm going to fold this at the crease, and then I'm going to line up the crease. And get it centered and bring up one side. Okay, and then I'm going to fold this down onto the other side. Okay, so it's kind of like that. And then if you follow the handbook, this one's going to go over here, and then this one's going to go up here. So let's get those down. And that's how that card looks. You obviously could dress it up a little bit more if you wanted to, but you don't have to. It's a pretty simple card. I'm going to grab one of the stamps, and I'm just going to use the hello. I think kind of goes with the theme. And take the hello, and I'm going to also take the I'm thinking of you. No, I'll do the miss you. So I'm going to grab my block, and I think I'll actually just use both of them in the same color. Okay, and then we'll just stamp it up here. And just put it up in there. Okay, then I'll just use my pomegranate ink. Okay, and that's it. That's that card. And so you could decorate the front if you wanted to, or you could just leave it blank because you're going to see the inside mostly. So these are the two cards that we made with the Artfully Sent cartridge for our first day of the Close to My Heart Cricut cartridge series. So hopefully that gives you a little bit of insight into this card with the pop-ups and also the 2-layer card. On the next one, we will be making this telephone as well as this little dog. There'll be links below to this cartridge as well as the supplies used in this video. And I just wanted to give you a little information too. So these are the metallic markers from Close to My Heart, and they fit perfectly into the Cricut Explore, the pen slot. They are the same size as the Cricut pens, and they work beautifully.